What is up? Welcome to Bad Boy Radio. I am your host, Joe Pagonis, and I am, as always, joined by Max Caster. Max, how are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, only okay?
Oh, I'm good.
I feel like we had a good weekend.
We?
Well, I mean, you know, the people in New York, you know, we had nice weather.
Sure.
I mean, we didn't hang out. We hung out last week. I had a good sandwich.
Yeah.
You didn't care for it?
It tasted just like pot roast. It was, what kind of place is that? Vietnamese? Korean?
I called it, like, Asian soul.
Yeah, no, that wasn't... That tasted like what my grandma would make. It just wasn't what I was expecting.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to try that burger place, or there's a couple other places around here.
I mean, it's the city. I'm sure there's a few restaurants.
No, probably not.
You know, here in the big city, there's a lot of tourists.
There are. Like, you can't walk down the street without bumping into one of them.
And it happens every year.
And they're stupid, too.
And there's no getting around it, especially on the big days, Friday, Saturday. Especially during the Christmas time. Everybody's standing at every single corner looking at the big buildings and the lights and all the decorations.
That slack-jawed, tongue hanging out, staring up like, I've never seen so many lights before. Because you're stupid.
No, it's not that they're stupid.
Rather stupid people get captivated by shiny, bright objects. Well, haven't you ever... It's like a dog. Dogs always get distracted by shiny, bright objects. And dogs, as smart as dogs are, they're not that smart.
Sure. I'm not one to defend the intelligence of dogs, but of people, yeah. I don't know if they're stupid. I think it's like fireworks.
Simple.
It's like you're looking up.
Unsophisticated. Rubes.
Rubes is a good word.
Rubes.
Okay, I like rube.
Me too.
That's one of my favorite words to use. A lot of wrestling fans can be rubes. I've come to learn, and lovable rubes at that, but rubes nonetheless. But just like thinking about how much is in the city, and then these people come here every single year. Like, how do they think life is here?
I don't know.
Like,
they must think it's like Times Square because
right?
That's all they ever go to. I mean, when you go somewhere, do you want to go to the same place that all the tourists go, or do you want to go someplace a little bit offbeat where like the natives go, where the real like experiences?
And I think it depends if you have kids or not. If you have kids, you take them to the M&M store. If you're just two
that's
people,
lame.
Yeah, but the kids are lame.
Kids are lame because they have, but that's what your responsibility as a parent is, to be like, okay, don't be lame. Now we're gonna go to the cool candy shop. Like, if you want to go to the cool candy shop in New York, you can go to like It's Sugar. I mean, it's a little bit of a chain, but it's cool because they've got like the big, crazy sized candy bars, or like the 10-pound bag of jelly beans, or Nerds, or just like the goofy joke candy.
Oh,
yeah, or like where you select your own bag of candy.
Yeah,
like, and it can be anything like Sour Patch Kids, sour worms, like jelly beans, bears, gummy bears, all that kind of stuff.
First of all,
like basically a diabetic shock.
First of all, 10 pounds of Nerds is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of.
After like 3 of them, you get kind of like,
dude. After a handful,
yeah.
How do you even make it through that?
I don't know. I remember loving them as a kid, though.
Oh, sure. Just open that box and turn it upside down.
Which one did you go with? Like, did you go with like pink or purple?
I would just mix it.
Oh, you mix it?
Open both sides, open my mouth real wide, and then pour it. And then rot my teeth.
Yeah. Just go to the dentist, and the dentist would be like, "Oh, you're eating candy again." I'm like, "Damn right I was. Love that sugar." You got a problem with that?
He just looks at me.
I do.
Like,
that's my job to have a problem with that. And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I only see you once or twice a year, so shut the hell up."
He looks at me. He's like,
"I'm like, what's your problem? You're making money off me. What do you care?"
Goddamn Nerds.
Yeah, really. Or blow pops. Oh. Blow pops, or like, what was the Ring Pops? Remember the Ring Pops?
Ring Pops that got your hand all sticky.
Yeah, they were gross.
Yeah, push
like
pops too.
Yeah, good in theory, poor in practice.
Yeah, push pops as well.
Oh yeah.
Like you got to push through that little thing, but then you start drooling through the hole, and your finger gets all nasty.
I know, that was a disappointment.
The Flintstones push pops, the ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
I was always disappointed they were like never really prominent in the supermarket.
You got to go to delis.
Yeah, you had to go to the deli to get it. And you usually get them like individually.
Yeah.
But they were good as hell.
Those were good.
Orange was always like That was my ice cream of choice.
Orange Flintstones was great. I'm a big fan now. Whenever I treat myself.
Isn't that such a disappointment now that you're an adult? You have to, quote, treat yourself instead of just being a crazy, maniacal child?
No.
You like being responsible?
I'm a professional athlete.
Oh, well.
I got to take care of myself.
You should be all like buff and professional and not be irresponsible.
When I treat myself.
Screw that. I'm out chugging soda, smashing pizza, burgers, and fries.
Hey, I used to be like that.
That's
Eat
the life.
cheese on everything, stuff like that. But I can't do it anymore. It just grosses me out now.
Yeah, I get it. It does.
But when I treat myself, Stewart's orange and cream soda.
Ooh.
You ever have that?
I do, but I gotta one up you for real quick. Stewart's root beer.
Yeah, I never go for the root beer.
You never go? Oh, you're missing out if you're not trying the root beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get the cream soda sometimes.
The cream soda. I
Cream.
think it's okay as like a one-off, mixing it up.
Yeah. But when I get that orange and cream soda, first of all I drink it, then I take that empty bottle, crack it on the table,
Ooh.
and then I'm on the verge of cutting myself. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you want to crack the bottle at the chance that you'd spill something. I mean, if it's that good, you don't want to spill it.
I mean, I got to get every last drop.
I mean, who loves orange soda? Max loves orange soda.
That is right.
Yeah. Anyway,
I love Kel.
as we're reminding ourselves of being a kid, it's a big time for kids these days. Star Wars is coming out. Are you excited, Max?
No.
Neither am I. It's just the hell with Star Wars.
How
Like,
many-
honestly, I can't stand it. Every commercial, everything is like cross-promotion Star Wars. Lightsaber this, blaster that, stormtrooper, new guy, black guy with a blue lightsaber, black guy in a cloak with a red lightsaber. Oh, and it has a cross. It's really cool. Hey, where's Mark Hamill? Where's Luke Skywalker? I don't care! But they're telling me I'm supposed to care. Do you care?
No. See, I saw the Star Wars movies probably too early in
Yeah.
life, where my mom was like, "Oh, maybe they'll like Star Wars."
My
and,
mom's him.
Yeah, she's not a Star Wars person at all, but she put it on for us, and I was just like, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I didn't get it either as a kid. I didn't understand what the big appeal of it was.
I mean,
I think it's cool now, a young adult, teenager, that kind of stuff, but I'm not like so crazy like these goofy, dopey people dressing up as their favorite characters and like writing stories about how if they were in Star Wars, you're not. And clearly the fact that you're spending that much time wishing you were says you're a loser.
see now
Do you remember how excited people were 15 years ago for
for episode 1.
Episode 1, they were dressing up in Jedi cloaks and robes. And
Yeah.
then Jar Jar Binks came out and people were so upset. And it's like, why are you getting so upset at a movie?
I don't
Like,
know.
really?
Why do people get upset about sports teams?
Well, because people have money running on the game.
Yeah, well, that's
That's a
true.
bit different.
That's fair.
When you can't pay the mortgage, you're going to get a little bit upset.
That's fair. Do people bet on Star Wars?
Ooh, we should find out about that.
The over under on the opening box office?
You know what we should do? We should go out and interview people on the street about like what's the over under on Jar Jar Binks appearances.
You know what would be good? See, this is going to be illegal. But
But that's what makes it fun.
you go on the lines for Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
You say, how bad do you want to see this movie?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, obviously they want to see it. So you say, I'll fight you with one hand tied behind my back.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you pick on the weak people.
Which is all Star Wars fans.
Most, sure. You might get one lumberjack looking dude who could swing an axe. You don't want to mess with that guy.
With him.
I mean, it's Star Wars. They could have anything. There might be a lightsaber axe. Why don't they make any like lightsaber nunchucks or anything?
That would actually be I mean, it would be a little bit hard to hold the lightsaber nunchucks.
You gotta be
because I
good.
mean, there's two blades, so technically you're holding one of the blades.
A lightsaber bullet.
Well, they have those. Those are blaster guns.
Oh yeah,
Which, ironically,
yeah.
we were talking about this before the show. There was I think it was like a 7-year-old kid in Texas. He got in trouble for wearing a T-shirt with a picture of a stormtrooper holding a blaster.
Can't do it.
Why not?
It's a gun.
It's a fictional character.
Yeah, but
It's a laser gun.
it's a gun.
But it's a laser gun. I thought that's why they like censored cartoons. Like if you can't put regular guns, you put laser guns. Because lasers are cool, not dangerous.
I never understood the you can't mine guns. You can't have fake gun. I could understand like, oh, let's not bring a BB gun to school.
Yeah.
But guns on your shirt, finger guns, you can't do that.
Do you think that makes him really dangerous, though? Do you think that makes him want to shoot up the school because he's got a gun on his T-shirt? You think he's going to go and kill everyone?
This kid?
Yeah. I mean, clearly that's why he got in trouble, because he was promoting the fact that he wanted to shoot everyone with a laser gun.
Well, now maybe, because he's humiliated, and maybe he'll come back with a real laser gun.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
I know. Maybe that's what they should stop doing this, because now you're making the kid angry.
No, he's 7. I don't think he's gonna come back with any kind of gun. But
maybe he was the good kid. They always talking about like preventing the bad guy. He was the good kid with the gun T-shirt. He was looking out for the kids with the bad kids with the gun T-shirts. Maybe that's what he was preventing. He was the good guy with the gun. You don't think so?
I really just think he likes Star Wars. Maybe he was excited for the movie.
Maybe.
It'd be like my shirt says Cornell on it.
So then I should wear a shirt that says Duke?
Yeah, but what if someone let's say Duke's a good example because of the whole like lacrosse thing. Whenever that was a thing, I know it was proved false.
God, that was like 8 years ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. But what if you were walking around in a Duke T-shirt and someone said, "Oh, you're suspended. You can't wear that. They are rapists."
You're pro-rapist by wearing a Duke shirt?
I don't know.
I think as an American, I'd go, screw you. I'm an American. I can do whatever I want. I mean, don't we have the First Amendment?
Sure, but we also have jobs and employers.
But he's in public school. Public school is financed by the government. Isn't that the First Amendment? Which means he can technically go, F you, I'm an American.
I don't, school rules are a little different.
So school rules supersede the Constitution?
When you're 7, yeah.
That's kind of cool. That we should, what we should do? We should
start a school.
Yeah, so we can supersede the Constitution.
There's one big problem with that.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with any kids, especially punk kids.
Well, who said we have to bring kids to our school? There's teenagers.
There's college age. Still kids.
We could have an adult school. We could have like a night school.
Those are just weirdos.
Night school? but it's our school. I wonder if we get a tax break for running a school.
Yeah, we could also pocket all the money.
Exactly.
Embezzlement.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Let's do that. Do you have a problem with this kid getting his T-shirt, like, covered up?
It's a school rule.
But okay, if you're an American, don't you want to break stupid rules? Because aren't we built on, like, rebellious nature of, like, if a rule is stupid, the hell with it?
I am old enough to know now that, especially school rules, because you have a lot of people trying to save face, and they don't really have a lot of checks and balances, especially with things that are somewhat reasonable. School rules are not worth trying to be broken or challenged. I mean, you can wear what you want, but if someone has a problem with it, they think it's going to be a distraction, I can't argue with that. That's a school policy. And they probably could have handled it better. Maybe threw a sweatshirt on him or something. I think
that's what they did.
Didn't he get suspended, though? So he got a sweatshirt and suspended?
No. Yeah, maybe they did suspend him.
I mean...
Yeah, the shirt was banned due to its representation of a weapon. But what isn't a weapon?
That's a very philosophical question.
Right. I mean, if the kid had really large hands, this is an old George Carlin bit. If he had really large hands, isn't that technically a weapon?
I mean, a 7-year-old with weaponized hands?
Yeah. He had like Wolverine like surgery and he had like little claws. or like really sharp fingernails.
Well, if he had Wolverine adamantium bones, I wouldn't allow him in the school. And call that prejudice, call that exclusionary all you want. He's not getting in my school.
Hater.
Although he will probably tear down the wall if he wants to.
Wouldn't you want to be friends with that kid though if he had adamantium bones?
Right, but if I'm the principal of
Yeah.
the school, the superintendent,
I'd make him the hall monitor. Who would screw with him?
make him the whole. If he had Wolverine's temper too.
Yeah.
From the cartoon, he just throwing people up against the wall. He's like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing in the hallway, you asshole?"
Right?
Where's Jean Grey?
He just like, go ahead, take a swing at me. He hit him in the jaw, and he's like, "Is that the best you got, bitch?"
Kids hit him. He just
And then all of a
heals
sudden-
right away.
And the kid has like a cup of like orange juice as opposed to like hit like Wolverine's whiskey, and he just starts taking shots at orange juice. Yeah,
Did Wolverine drink whiskey
yeah, it was a big whiskey
in the
guy.
movies or the
Oh, yeah.
cartoon?
No, well, not in the cartoon.
Right, I'm
Well,
familiar
maybe-
with the
maybe he
cartoon.
did. I don't even remember. He might have drank whiskey in the cartoon.
I feel like he was a coffee drinker.
Well, then he definitely spiked his coffee.
Well, yeah, that's
I mean,
fair.
he was. You think he's more of like a Bailey's guy, or do you think he just drinks it black with whiskey in it?
I think it's really weird combinations. Like he doesn't buy his own alcohol; it's whatever Professor X would have around.
Yeah.
So he would just like have a cup of coffee and then rummage through, and he'd be like, "Oh, a vermouth," and just like pour it in.
That'd be a weird thing to put into his coffee, vermouth.
I
Why would you put wine in your coffee?
I don't know, because he's an
You
alcoholic.
didn't know what vermouth was, did you?
He's an no, I have no clue. I'm not an alcohol guy, but I'm saying he has no boundaries when it comes to getting drunk and getting energized at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine Wolverine on coffee? I feel like that'd be a really that would almost be like Popeye eating spinach. It'd make him really dangerous. He'd be like, "I'm Wolverine, and I'm really caffeinated."
I mean, it's not Coke.
Yeah, but you know, it's like we've all seen that Futurama bit where Fry drank 100 cups of coffee and suddenly he was able to go in warp speed.
I haven't seen that,
You missed that one,
dude.
Oh, that's a great one.
Futurama for me, there's one episode that sticks out.
Yeah.
It's the one with the dog, and he's waiting for Fry to come back after he gets frozen,
that's so
and it's
sad.
really sad.
That's the saddest episode.
And I don't even like dogs. I'm not even a dog guy, and I watched that. I was like, come on, man.
That was one of my favorite episodes because of how sad it was.
It's everyone's favorite episode.
I mean, there's some really good ones. I mean, there's definitely some Bender episodes that make you go like, yeah, this show's pretty awesome. I can't remember them off the top of my head. But
No, it's one of those shows.
I mean, when Bender becomes a pimp and he's like, yeah, baby, I know it. He just like pimp walking out the street.
I remember Bender was a wrestler, right? Mm-hmm. He was they tried to make him the gender bender.
Yeah, the gender
And
Bender.
try to make him turn heel.
Transvestite Bender.
Yeah.
That happened a lot on that show. He switched genders a lot.
Yeah, it's one of those shows that I have to be in the right mood to watch, and for the last 5 years, I have never been in the right mood.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You do have to kind of be in a mood to want to watch that show. It's like if you're not like into like shtick comedy, you're gonna want to pass on it.
Yeah. Cartoons that I'd watch anytime, American Dad.
The first few seasons, when Stan was like an ultra American and
Yeah.
he was like completely obtuse about he was so narrow minded. Anything that challenged his authority made him question reality.
Yeah. And then it got a little broad
Yeah,
after
it
that.
got a little strange.
But
First
it's
few
all right.
seasons of Family Guy.
Those were a long time ago.
Yeah,
That was
still classic though.
the one thing I love from the very early ones is the Tom Brady episode where
I don't think there was a Tom Brady episode.
yeah, there was.
When?
Peter was on the Patriots. He was a lineman.
Was it? I don't remember that. I thought that was one on the revival.
Was it?
Yeah, I think
It was-
I don't think there was the Tom Brady. I think it was an episode where he was on the Patriots, but there was no Tom Brady.
There was Tom Brady.
No, it wasn't Tom Brady.
Dude, it was Tom Brady.
I don't think it was Tom Brady.
All right, let me IMDb Tom Brady.
Well, it wasn't. No, Tom Brady was definitely on the revival. I think we should take a break.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused about the timeline of Family Guy right now, and it's really distracting me.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll be right back.